If you break basketball down to its most fundamental component, I'm going to tell you right now what you need to do to put yourself in a position to win every single game you play. It's pretty basic. I mean, ultimately, you all have the North Star of winning a national championship. And you have the tools and you have the resources, you have the talent, you have the coaching staff, you have everything you need to be able to accomplish that goal. But in order to do that, it comes down to two things. There's two things that define whether or not you guys will be able to win at a consistent clip and whether or not you guys will be the ones that cut down those final nets. And those two things are preparation and performance. Everything comes down to preparation and performance. So let's talk for a few minutes about preparation. And that's when we're talking about what you all choose to do and the commitment that each and every one of you makes during the unseen hours. And what are the unseen hours? It's those times when no one else is watching. It's when the lights aren't on, the cameras aren't rolling, the cheerleaders aren't dancing. It's when you make the decision, as Coach mentioned yesterday, to watch extra film. It's when you choose to come in an hour early or stay an hour late to work on a certain move, work on your game, or get up extra shots. It's when you choose to have the discipline to put yourself to bed at a better hour so that you have the requisite sleep so that you feel prepared the next day to give your best effort and make a maximum contribution. So it comes down to preparation. Now, the coaching staff, and you have the best coaching staff in the world, is going to do everything in their power to arm you all with the preparation that you need. But that's all they're doing is handing the baton off to you. Each and every one of you has to make the commitment to personally prepare for everything you do. Everything you do. Do you wait for practice to start or do you prepare for practice to start? See, there's only one of two. Those are the only two options for players. Elite level players don't wait for anything to start. Elite level players prepare for everything to start. So that would be my next question. Do you have a pre-practice preparation routine? And then the question after that is, how similar is that to your pre-game routine? If you only take games seriously, but you don't take practice seriously, then you won't be the player that you're capable of, and you certainly won't be the team that you're capable of. So preparation during the unseen hours is the #1 separator for players and for teams. The second, as we just mentioned, would be performance. How well do you all perform individually and collectively when the lights come on and the referees start blowing their whistles? And in the game of basketball, the name of the game is execution. Obviously, you have to play hard. Obviously, you have to play smart. Obviously, you have to play together. But ultimately, the teams that win are the ones that execute. Now, as I said, basketball is a pretty simple game in theory. If you break basketball down to its most fundamental component, I'm going to tell you right now what you need to do to put yourself in a position to win every single game you play. It's pretty basic. Everything matters. Every possession matters. And collectively, if you guys can stick to doing that as consistently as possible, because don't worry about perfection. Basketball is not a perfect game. In the history of this game, a perfect game has never been played at any level. There has never been a game where there were 0 missed shots, 0 turnovers, or 0 fouls committed. So it's not a perfect game, so don't worry about perfection. But you guys need to be inspired by progress, and most importantly, you need to be committed to excellence. So that's what you need to do to win. You prepare like champions, and then you perform like champions. Don't make it any harder than that.